Audio Jungle.
6 accused of NCB scamming arrested in Mocha operation. 6 people accused of being part of a multi-million-dollar scamming scheme that targeted the National Commercial Bank (NCB) were taken into custody during a series of law enforcement operations across 4 parishes. Their names have not been released. The operations were conducted at 6 locations in Kingston, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency and the Police Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division led the operations. This mission is a cybercrime attack that uses fake mobile text messages to trick people into downloading malware, sharing sensitive information, or sending money to cybercriminals. Husband of Jamaica-born woman found in shallow grave in Westmoreland and his twin brother named persons of interest. The husband of a Jamaican-British woman, whose remains were found in a shallow grave in Westmoreland on Monday, has been listed as a person of interest in the matter. He is 37-year-old Andre Morrison. Morrison's twin brother Kemar has also been listed as a person of interest. The brothers are being sought in connection with the death of 64-year-old Dawn Rose Anderson. Human remains believed to be those of Miss Anderson, a naturalized British citizen and businesswoman, were discovered in a shallow grave in Withorn. Operations Officer for Westmoreland Police Deputy Superintendent Chandra Mitchell reported that Miss Anderson arrived in Jamaica on November 24 and was reported missing 3 days later by her relatives. The police are appealing to anyone who can assist in locating the Morrison's brother to contact them.
The Westmoreland police can confirm the discovery of a body in a shallow grave believed to be that of 64-year-old British national Dawn Anderson, who was reported missing since November 25, 2024. The body was found on Monday, December 2 at approximately 5:30 p.m. in the Petersfield area of Westmoreland. Investigations have so far revealed that Miss Anderson and her husband, a 37-year-old Andrea Morrison, checked into a hotel in St. James on November 24 and checked out together the following day, November 25th. She was subsequently reported missing. This discovery was made during an extensive investigation and search conducted by the police, acting on credible information that was received. The officers identified a disturbed area in an open, vegetated location, which led to the gruesome find. At this time, Andrea Morrison has not been seen or heard from since her disappearance and remains unaccounted for following this discovery. The Westmoreland Police extends our deepest condolences to the family of Miss Anderson and her loved ones. We understand the immense grief and pain they are experiencing, and our thoughts are with them during this incredibly difficult time. We remain committed to uncovering the truth, ensuring that at least justice is served and that the suspect or suspects in this gruesome find are identified and brought to justice. We believe that together we can continue to build safer communities with the help of each and every citizen.
Double murder in Poros. 2 people are confirmed dead after gunmen attacked patrons at a bar in Ports, Manchester on Tuesday night. Among the dead are a woman and a man. Police, residents, and relatives of the victims have gathered at the scene. Some residents who are seemingly in a state of shock could be seen clutching their heads and stomach. Meanwhile, there are unconfirmed reports of a fatal shooting by the police in the Redbury area of Poros. At the Mandeville Regional Hospital, reporters observed police transporting a body to the facility. Remains found wrapped in carpet was a dog, police stated. Police have confirmed that the remain that was earlier reported to be human, wrapped in a carpet in Fairfield, Manchester, is in fact a dog. As senior investigators told reporters that following hours of waiting on Tuesday's night into Wednesday morning, detectives arrived at the scene when they made the discovery upon unwrapping the carpet. Residents had earlier contacted the police to report that they stumbled upon what appeared to be a body wrapped in the carpet and a garbage bag. A crowd has also gathered at the location as a police patrol team awaits detectives. There was a lengthy delay in the detectives arriving at the location due to a double murder in Ports and a subsequent fatal shooting there. Accused in multi-million-dollar Heart NSTA fraud case granted bail. The 2 individuals charged by the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA, following a targeted operation in Montego Bay and Portmore last Friday, have been given bail. The bail was granted when two, who are charged in relation to a more than $4 million fraud investigation at the Human Employment and Resources Training, National Services Training Agency Trust, Hart NSTA, made an appearance in the St. James Parish Court on Tuesday. The two are former Hart NSTA Trust employees, Simone Ellis, of a Gregory Park, Portmore address, and a former participant in the Hart NSTA Trust program, Kevina Atkins, a resident of Salt Springs, St. James. Ellis was charged with larceny as a servant, possession of criminal property, and conspiracy, while Atkins was charged with receiving stolen property, possession of criminal property, and conspiracy to defraud. A third person, said to be a family member of one of the accused, was taken into custody but was not charged. On Wednesday, Ellis was offered bail in the sum of $1 million with 1 to 3 sureties. A stop order was placed on all ports of entry, travel documents were surrendered, and fingerprints were taken. Atkins, on the other hand, was given bail in the sum of $600,000 with 1 of 2 sureties. She was also ordered to surrender all travel documents and her fingerprints taken. A stop order was placed at all ports of entry. The two are to return to court on February 12, 2025. This is for the case management. According to MOCA, about 5 a.m. on Friday, MOCA teams, backed by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, swarmed the two properties in search of a number of people suspected to be involved in the fraud under investigation. One suspect was found and held at the Portmore location, and the other two of their house in Montego Bay. A search of their respective premises turned up a number of evidential items which were subsequently seized. I can't stand up too long. My knees hurt as well as my back. More than 2 weeks after a staircase on which she was sitting collapsed and left her injured, 59-year-old Althea McIntosh is still suffering from the injuries to her back and the inability to fully use her hands. On Sunday, November 17, McIntosh was sitting in the stairway leading from the second to the third floor at the front of a more than 30-year-old apartment building in Torrington Park housing scheme in St. Andrew when it gave way and crashed below. Scratched, bruised, and in pain, McIntosh was taken to Kingston Public Hospital, where she was treated, then released the evening of the incident. Since then, not only has her trauma lingered, but the pain from her injuries. I can't hold anything in my right hand, which is still swollen and hurting me. I can't stand up too long. My knees hurt as well as my back. I am also still feeling pain in my neck, she told reporters on Monday. McIntosh said she is almost perturbed by the lack of mobility in her hand, as this is preventing her from earning a living. She usually sells fruits in the market in downtown Kingston. I can't work now. Christmas is coming. My birthday is coming. The 13th of this month, I am 60 years old, and it is hard for me to sit down, and I am used to doing my little hustling to hold my little money. I don't like to depend on anybody. I like to have my own, she said, adding that it is her children, who have children of their own to care for, who she now depends on for her survival. I still have to just give God thanks when they can help me, or even a little food, but I still need help, she added. She further declared that she would have loved to have been visited by Prime Minister Andrew Holness even once, just to see how she was doing. Not because I didn't break my hand or my foot does not mean I do not deserve some attention from him. Suppose I had died, would the response have been the same? She questioned. In a previous interview 2 days after the incident, McIntosh had revealed that she was still reeling from the experience, which she said could have taken her life. I could have died. I am traumatized. It was a frightening experience. I have not been able to sleep. I am afraid to go up to my apartment, she said, then as tears welled down her face. McIntosh said that she had been waiting for her grandchild, who is 10-year-old, whom she had sent to the shop to buy rice, and upon his return, he witnessed her coming down with the steps. He is also traumatized. He has been crying non-stop and keeps hugging me, she stated. McIntosh said that while she has been left with several bruises on her body, she is nevertheless grateful that her injuries were not worse. I have to give God thanks. If I was standing, you see how I am big, my weight would probably come down to my leg and cause more serious injury, she said, noting that she narrowly missed steel piercing her leg as it instead tore through a pair of shorts she was wearing. She had also hit her head during the ordeal. Contractor Duxwell Construction, which had been selected to carry out the major infrastructural repairs to the deteriorating building, has since erected a temporary stairway to allow displaced residents to safely enter their apartments. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.